Hi everybody, it's the end of July, so I figured I'd get outside. It's freaking hot, so I may as well do that. So I got quite a few videos up this month because I had free access to the office because the boss lady and her husband were out and about down in the States, so I got to go there every other day, make some videos. This month looks like, ooh, spiderweb. Looks like I might be doing what I normally do, which is doing a bunch of videos and posting at the end of the month in August. But we'll see. So I started some clips about traveling to the office because I wasn't doing my walks, but I only started that second last week, the last week of July here, so I only got 3. I did finally get the Dustee's archaeology reviews for June and this month done, and I think I have music with them. I can't remember if it worked or not, but hopefully there's music, and yeah. But I'll catch you after all that. Bye bye. Hi everybody, welcome back or welcome to the channel. It's your boy Wicked T. I forgot I should have been doing. I haven't been doing my walks because I haven't gotten around to it. But I should have been doing these because I've been coming to the office space I rent every second or third day this month, and I should have done little videos to put as clips before. And I just realized that now, and it's the 24th, so yeah, that's on me. The end of the month vlog is going to be short because, like I said, I'm probably going to do 2 months worth of archaeology reviews for Dustee on their own, because that's going to be a fairly long video. But yeah, this is just a little clip to say I'm still working. I've put up a lot of videos this month, and I'm gonna put up a few more, but I'm gonna do a little clip like this for every time I come into the office now. So yeah, we'll catch you all next time. Bye bye. Hey everybody, it's the 25th today, and I'm on my way over to the office to do some stuff. So I will see everybody when I get there. Bye bye. Hey everybody, just pulled into the office here. Getting ready to head inside, do some recording. Today might just be mostly a research day. My aunt and uncle are here from New Brunswick, so I'm just gonna pop in, do some research, maybe a video or two, but I'm probably not gonna be here too long. Anyway, we'll catch you all next time. Bye bye. Hi everybody, welcome back or welcome to the channel. It's your boy Dustee. Today we're gonna do our June and July archaeology review. And starting with June, and we have hundreds of coffins recovered at Saqqara. Haram Online reports that Mustafa Waziri of Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities announced the discovery of some 250 wooden coffins, 150 bronze statues dated to the 5th century BC at the Saqqara necropolis. As you can see, there's quite a collection of things that they found. The statues include depictions of Bast, Anubis, Osiris, Isis, Nefertiti, and Hathor. Some had heads missing, some were dedicated to engineers and other people. There were papyrus found with pages of the verses from the Book of the Dead, things like that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. This is followed by an 18th century warship rudder found in the Solent. The rudder of the HMS Invincible, a 74-gun warship that sank in the Solent off the coast of southwest England in 1758,
was spotted about 200 feet away from the stern of the ship's wreckage. So over here we have the actual rudder, and this is just an image of the ship, of the HMS Invincible. So that's pretty cool that they actually found it. Let's see, next is newly identified inscription names ancient Greek students. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name of the Greek newspaper that reports this, but reports that Peter Liddell of the University of Manchester and his colleagues have translated an ancient Greek inscription on a marble slab that has been housed in the storeroom of the National Museum of Scotland since the 1880s. And on it they found names of actual students for a college sometime between 41 and 54 AD during the time of Roman Emperor Claudius. So that's pretty cool. Those are names. Nice. Next we have passageways discovered at Peru's Chava del Huantar Temple, Lima, Peru. According to Reuters report, a new network of passageways has been found under the Chavan del Huantar Temple, which is located in north-central Andes. So this is the temple here. If you didn't know it was a temple, it might look like a hill with some stones cut out of it. But yeah, there's been at least 36 passageways found off it, and the temple is about 3,000 years old. So that's pretty interesting too. 17th century British shipwreck found in international waters. According to the BBC News report, researchers at the University of East Anglia announced the discovery of the wreckage of the Gloucestershire some 15 years ago by recreational divers who had been searching for it in about 28 miles off the coast of Great Yarmouth, Norfolk. Launched in 1654, the ship was equipped with 54 guns and a crew of 280. In 1682, the vessel was transporting the Duke of York from Portsmouth to Edinburgh, where he was to conduct business with the Scottish Parliament as the heir to his older brother, King Charles II, when it ran aground while trying to navigate the treacherous sandbanks in a gale. So over here you see remains, cannons, and other things, and over here is the picture of the Gloucestershire. Next we have new thoughts on Eastern Europeans' medieval source of ivory. According to a statement released by the Norwegian University of Science and Technology, researchers led by James Barrett of the NTNU University Museum analyzed 9 walrus snout bones fragments and unearthed in 2007 during a construction project in Kyiv and Western Europe. Obtained most of walrus products from Norse settlements in Greenland. So these are some of the carvings that they found, and this is the pure bone that hasn't been carved yet. So yeah, they got it from walrus from Greenland, which is pretty interesting. And we have Roman temples unearthed in the Netherlands. DW reports that Roman temple complex has been found in the eastern Netherlands on what was the northern boundary of the Roman Empire. The temple's situated on a small hill at a point where the Rhine and the Wall River split, are thought to have been used by soldiers stationed in nearby fortifications between the 1st and 4th century AD. And this is based on spear tips, lances, armor, and horse harnesses found nearby. So So yeah, this is the temple complex. These are some of the pillars they're excavating. So it looks pretty interesting. There's large fire pits, as you can see here, and other stone structures, which is pretty cool. Next, pottery analysis offers clues on Caribbean island trade routes. In Gainesville, Florida, according to a statement released by Florida Museum of Natural History, analysis of pottery samples from 11 islands in the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos has revealed where the vessels originated and offered clues on how they were used. Chemical composition of the pottery is compared to levels of copper, nickel, and chromium, and anatomy found in the island's soils. Pottery is made by Lucians, people of the islands, and from the soil of the Bahamas, the Turks and Caicos. And it's known as palmetto ware. As you can see, there's some fire damage here, some intricate carvings here, the full vessels here. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know they made their own pottery down there. Next we have World War II warship discovered in deep waters, Dallas, Texas. The Associated Press reports the wreckage of the USS Samuel B. Roberts has been discovered under 23,000 feet of water off the coast of the Philippines. Now, it's not the only one that was down there. There was also the Gambier Bay and the USS Johnson, which were slightly shallower at 21,000 feet underwater. And the Samuel B. Roberts is one of those ones that you hear stories about where when the ship sank, most of the 89 sailors were lost, many from wounds and shark attacks. So, yikes. I always used to think those were just stories people told in movies, but apparently that actually happened. And lastly, for June, we have child's burial hints at survival of Aztec customs. The Associated Press reports that researchers from Mexico's National Institute of Anthropology and History have uncovered the remains of 4 children who were buried on the outskirts of the historic center of Mexico City. After the Spanish conquered the Aztec capital in 1521, they pushed the indigenous Mexica population to the edges of the city. The children are thought to have been buried between 1521 and 1620, according to Aztec customs, even though these practices had been outlawed by the Spanish. For example, a newborn was buried in a bulbous-shaped pot, as you can see here, and there's some also a few dishes and other things that were buried along with them for things they might need in the afterlife. And that is the archaeology review for June. Now let's get into July. First off, for July we have Bronze Age axe uncovered in Slovakia. The Slovak Spectator reports that a metal axe head dated to the early Bronze Age has been unearthed at an unnamed archaeological site in western Slovakia by researchers from the Monuments Board of Trnava. The axe measures 4 inches. Axe head measures 4 inches long, is enlarged, fan-shaped, cutting edge, as you can see from these pictures here. I like I said before, I like weapons, so that is interesting. Next is historic tomahawk returned to Ponca tribes. Boston, Massachusetts, the Associated Press reports that Harvard University has repatriated a tomahawk once owned by Chief Standing Bear to members of the Ponca tribes of Nebraska and Oklahoma. Standing Bear was arrested in 1878 for leaving the reservation in Oklahoma in order to fulfill a promise to bury his son on traditional lands in Nebraska. In Nebraska's Niobrara River Valley. Niobrara River Valley. I can't pronounce things. I'm sorry. In the federal trial in 1879, Standing Bear successfully argued for the recognition of Native Americans as persons entitled to rights and protections under the law. He subsequently gave the tomahawk to one of his lawyers. And as you see here, it's a very nice tomahawk, which actually doubles as a pipe. You put the tobacco in here, and you can smoke it through here. So it's pretty interesting. I like that, actually. And now for something a little closer to my heart. Spinside, Scotland. The Scotsman reports that archaeologists from the National Trust for Scotland, who have been studying illegal stills sites in the Scottish Highlands, are now investigating the site of the distillery where farmer George Smith began producing legal whiskey in 1824. So as you can see, this looks like a foundation line on the rest of the digs over on this side. And these lads are hoisting a glass of whiskey, which I can't say I blame them. It's a pretty fun thing. Update from Albania's lost city. Science in Poland reports that 2 of the 3 unusual buildings discovered on a hill in northwestern Albania in 2018 have been excavated by a team of researchers led by Piotr Dajek of the University of Warsaw and his colleagues. The fortified site of Pusat was located between Skodra and the capital of Ilria and the Greek city of Lysos. So here you can see the lost city from its from a vantage point in the air, and where it's excavated. I see 1, 2, maybe 3 buildings here, and it looks like others starting to be excavated. Is there anything else I wanted to say about that? Apparently some of it was exposed by the hill eroding over the past 2,000 years, so that helped quite a bit. Next we have, where's this? Seem to have lost my place. There we are. A Neolithic ceramic figurine found in Golan Heights, Sha'ar HaGolan, Israel. According to a report from the Jerusalem Post, a possible mother goddess figurine crafted by members of the Yarmoukyan culture some 8,000 years ago has been uncovered in the Golan Heights. So that's pretty interesting. Over 8,000 years ago. As you can see, it doesn't quite look like, the head doesn't quite look like the rest of the mother goddess ones that you see, but the body certainly does. Arms behind the back, or a larger belly, legs. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. Roman gold coins uncovered from farmers' fields in England. Norfolk, England. Live Science reports that 11 Roman gold coins have been discovered to date by metal detectorists on the farmland in the area eastern England known as the Broads. The first 4 coins were found in 2017 after the soil had been plowed at the end of the harvest season. Each year since, additional coins have been discovered, which is amazing. And look at the shape they're in. They're actually really good shape. Of course, gold doesn't corrode quite so badly. This one is the image of Augustus Caesar with Gaius and Lucius, his grandsons, on the reverse. And next we have Bronze Age pots discovered in Wales. Cardiff, Wales. BBC News reports that a well-preserved 3,000-year-old pot has been found in an enclosure ditch. I cannot speak today. At the site of the roundhouse at Cardiff Trilley Park. The dwelling thought to thought to be dated between 1500 and 1100 BC, is located about 1/2 mile from Crowrow Hill Fort. Crowrow Hill Fort, a triangular structure built in the Iron Age. So here you see them pulling it out, and here's the piece once it's been removed. I'm guessing looking from this end down here, down that way. Alright, next we have military officer's tomb discovered in Egypt. Cairo, Egypt. The National reports the tomb holding the remains of, I'm not even going to attempt that, an Egyptian military officer who commanded the battalions made up of foreign soldiers has been unearthed in Giza's Abu Sir necropolis by a team of researchers led by Miroslav Barta of Charles University in Prague. It was dated to about 500 BC. Is about 20 feet deep and 46 foot squared. Look at that. Double sarcophagus was found on the bed of sand at the bottom of the second shaft. Cut into the bedrock in the main shaft. Okay. And it's made of basalt, and the inner coffin was damaged. It's inscribed by the passages from the Egyptian Book of the Dead. No mummy was found. But 2 alabaster canopic jars were recovered, which is nice. So I wonder what happened to the body. Oh well, probably Tomb Raiders. Always Tomb Raiders. Next we have Viking-era sword hilt discovered in Norway. Stavanger, Norway. According to a statement released by the University of Stavanger, 2 metal detectorists working independently of each other discovered 3 pieces of the hilt of a Viking-era sword in the Jota Gashal area of western Norway, where the grave of so-called Gashal Queen, which contained artifacts from the British Isles, was discovered in 1883. They figure it was imported from France or England in the early 800s, although it's possible that the swordsmith in Norway could have made a copy of it. But yeah, it's a very nice sword hilt. As you can see, this image, these 2 pieces are not attached, but it's still a fine hilt in pretty good shape, actually. And lastly, for July, we have medieval shipwreck discovered off the coast of England, according to a statement released by Bournemouth University. A shipwreck dated to the 13th century through tree ring analysis of the wood in the hull has been discovered in Poole Bay, which is located off the coast of southwest England. The rare wreckage was spotted after a storm by the local charter boat skipper. Maritime archaeologist Tom Cousins explains that a combination of low oxygen water, sand, and stone helped preserve one side of the clinker, a type of vessel constructed with overlapping planks of wood. Now, these are some of the items that they found on it. And this is a grave marker that was being transported by this clinker. If I had the picture where they had it flipped over, it was nothing but green algae, and this part was buried in the sand. So that's why it's very nice. And that is the complete June and July archaeology review. If you enjoyed this, drop a like. Leave a comment down below if there's anything I can do to change these archaeology reviews, and subscribe because it's free and it helps out the channel. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye-bye.
Hi again, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed those clips and the videos for the archaeology reviews. If you did, and you enjoy these vlogs, drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe because it's free and it helps out the channel. And I will catch you all at the end of August. Bye bye.